Yo, welcome to the back and forth. We all over east, west, south, and north. We're on YouTube every Wednesday at 8:30. We keep it clean with a little dirty. I'm Dollar Bill and I am your host. It's the and get more, we rock the most. It's the back and forth, it's the back and forth, it's the back and forth.
I had around me back then at the house in Laverne. Like you said, yeah, I had some killers with me, man. You know, GD's, White Slow.
Don't be saying that, don't be saying that, don't be saying that. Allegedly, he allegedly had killers with him. Allegedly. Look, we didn't have no French crew if you want Espanol. The fuck?
All right. Welcome to the back and forth show. See, that's how tired I am. I'm skipping words. Welcome to the back and forth show. November 20th, 2024. This is show 101. What's going on, bro?
Man, just here another day, man. Just glad to be here.
All right.
I'm switching mics, but I think I got it. That ain't even hooked up to the rollcaster. But can you hear me pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So what you say? You say you don't have it hooked up to the rollcaster?
No, I don't want to mess nothing up. I'm if you can hear me, I can hear you.
Yeah.
And we good.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, that's all to the good then. Yeah, man. So it's been a crazy couple of weeks. I had a muscle strain or something like that in my left leg. So
man.
1 week I worked on it without even saying anything at work. I just dealt with it. But then when my off day came that Saturday, it was really acting up. So I had to go to the hospital to get it looked at. So they told me it just may be a strained muscle or something like that. So they gave me some prescription for it to help with inflammation and and I just soaked it a little bit and did a few things. So it's a whole hell of a lot better now. I feel a whole lot better now.
I'm glad, man. That muscle stuff ain't nothing to play with.
I know, man. Yeah. So but my bad. So other than that, I've been good, man. Just trying to take it easy. And I also set up a Patreon page for us. So I gotta just get a few more things together before I actually start, getting the public to try to get on there, because that way we can have exclusive content. Because I had did a Quincy Jones show and I was trying to load up on a Mixcloud. So that's the thing about Mixcloud. You can load your stuff up without too much issues, but when you have if you had like more than 2 Michael Jackson songs, then they'll be like, well, we can't add this up there because it'd be a licensing thing. So I had this show dedicated to Quincy Jones, and I was trying to sneak around it, but they got the AI technology and shit. That should tell you right off the bat.
Man, you already know. You know how they are.
Yeah. But I see your show charted. You said online.
Yeah, man. We up at number 3, man.
Wow.
It was at number 10, and it actually is number 73 on the rap charts.
Okay.
But on the Christian rap charts, it's number 3.
Okay.
It might have changed now, but yeah, last I seen it was number 3.
Okay. That's all to the good. Yeah, man. I told you that show is pretty good, man. So,
man, thank you.
Just keep it going. I'll be seeing in the email with people submitting material for the show.
Yeah.
Hold on, my phone popping. Let me put my phone on silent. Let me put this on because my homies in the Chi-Town, we got this group text and they talking about samples and shit like that. I normally be in that stuff because I be knowing what they be asking who sampled this, so I'll be in that stuff. But right now, I just can't get into it because we got the show going on. But so I sent out the link earlier. I tried to make sure you all had it early enough to do some, spread around, share the link to whatever and shit like that.
Yeah.
So so I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and get started, and then we just wait for, I guess, Gitmo to jump on here.
All right.
So now this first clip I'm gonna play, it's about close to 5 minutes, but it's really, I really want to check this out because this is what's been happening after the election, and we'll come right back.
I might get some violations and I may offend some people with what I'm gonna say, and I don't give a to all you Latinos that voted for Trump. I hope he mass deports you and your entire family, whether you we're here legally or not. You got to go. I hope he does that. To you Black men who your fragile ego couldn't take a Black woman in office, so you either voted for Trump or you didn't vote at all. The police will now have carte blanche to murder you right where you stand. And when they do that, there's not going to be no GoFundMes. Don't ask your family to ask us for shit. Just die. They can't afford to bury you. Dig a hole in their backyard. It is what it is.
Wow.
But don't expect sympathy. Don't expect protest in the streets. We're not doing that. Black women, we're done with. We're done. We did our due diligence for this century and the next. We've done enough. We're not doing anymore. To you white women that once again voted against your interests, when your husbands start knocking you into the middle of next week and you can't do anything about it because no fault divorce is in play, I want you to take those black eyes and those busted lips as a personal thank you from Donald J. Trump each and every time you get hit. Take it. Don't look for nobody else. Don't ask for help. Take your beatings. For all of y'all that voted for Trump, I hope you get exactly what you voted for. Because the only thing he did was make America great for the people that it was great for from the beginning, white men. That's what he did. He couldn't run the risk of whiteness no longer being the default, not being allowed to fail up. So when you're bleeding out somewhere and there's a medical emergency and you can't get no help, women who voted for him, don't take it. You just got to die. If you got kids, they're just going to be motherless. It is what it is. You didn't give a so we don't give a that's how it is. This isn't America anymore. I don't know what the it is, but it's not going to be America. And if you think that Trump is going to be in that office for 4 years, you're insane. Because we're about to be in a real live action episode of scandal. Because your next president is not Donald Trump. It's J.D. Vance. Because trust and believe. Within a year, you're not going to see Trump anymore. He's either going to be, and they're going to say it's illness or he died in his sleep. It's natural causes because he's old enough. Or they just going to let him spaz out and do the 25th. And that's when we're really going to be in the Handmaid's Tale. So I really hope all of you who voted for him, you get exactly what the you deserve.
The way that black men are about to be the weakest link. Remember when it was 52% of white women voted for Trump? It's about to be black men. I don't know what the rhyme or reason is for black men not wanting a black woman in power. Black men talking about some, I don't want no black woman telling me what to do. Okay, but wasn't you raised by a black woman? Why are you scared of black women telling you what to do all of a sudden? Don't you live with your mama still? Oh, sorry, you live with your grandma. Don't your baby mom raise your kids? Don't your baby mom pay your bills? Don't your baby mom give you a car to drive? What's going on here? Don't you and your baby mom live with your mom? Talking about some black woman can't run that. What are you talking about? Black women are historically the backbone of society.
I really do not like crying on the internet, but I'm not even about to pretend like this some shit that I'm finna be embarrassed about, bro. Like, I ain't never been so fucking devastated behind an election. And it's just like, when you a black woman surrounded by black men, and they say all this shit like, oh, he's not that bad, and oh, he just hates everyone, bro. Like, it was my brother homeboy I was talking to the other day, a black man, and I found out that he's a Trump supporter. I'm like, he does not like you. And he was like, oh no, he just don't like everybody. What? So that's a good candidate for you? Someone who just fucking hates everybody? Like, what? And I'm fucking crying in my room this morning. My brother gonna come up in here and say, what's wrong with you? Like, he can't think of one possible reason why I would be upset right now, bro. These niggas are so fucking, they live on another planet. And it's because none of this shit affects men. That's why. Men don't give a fuck about nothing that don't directly affect them. If it does not directly affect men, they do not give a fuck. The motherfuckers hating women is the whole reason he got elected in the first place. The first time he got elected, he ran up against a woman. Second time he ran up against a man and it wasn't even a good fucking candidate and he lost. He ran up against a woman again and he won because y'all just fucking hate. I'm sorry. No.
Okay. Man, so okay, so Trump won the election. Kamala Harris lost his election, and all these women who were like going all out their way hoping that she would win. Now it's our fault. All right. Now it's our fault And the first sister, she was really out of line. She was really out of line.
Yeah.
Wishing that, hoping that police gun us down more in the streets. That ain't cool, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
and the thing is, I think I just said this before. It's not about not having a woman as the president. It's just the fact that we want more things than having Beyonce come up on stage. You see what I'm saying? The Democratic Party, they don't know how to appeal to us. They keep doing dumb shit like throwing celebrities in our face, having chicken and catfish nuggets, fries and shit. So and so now the sisters is on this thing where they don't want to. They talking about they're not going to be sleeping with men, carrying our babies. I mean, it's crazy, man. So what do you think about that?
You know what? It's a lot of things that's going through my mind about this, man. First of all, I don't want to play like the blame game, but I will say this: since the black women want to say it's the black men's fault, it's their fault for not sticking up for us before all this happened. Because if you think about it, they dogged us out. Yeah. Even the good ones.
Yeah.
They completely dogged us out. Now it's like they and no disrespect to women. I love women. But it's like now they're on their cycle or rag, if I could say those words.
Yeah.
And now they want to have this mood swing or this attitude and be mad because something didn't go their way.
Right.
First thing for me is this, Dollar. I've always been a man of faith. I always believed in God. I don't want to be, I mean, we're in a world where people serve the devil and all that. But if this country is so much in God we trust, why are we going to put somebody who is Hinduism, who don't even serve the same God that we serve?
Right.
And like I said, I'm not trying to get biblical or anything like that. And I have nothing against Kamala Harris at all. But it speaks volumes in the Bible about women taking leadership.
Yeah.
And with those young black women getting upset, it says a lot to me about them and the other people who gets upset because Kamala didn't get to it. It lets me know that they're not close with God. Because he said you shouldn't fear. You should put all your trust and cares and burdens in him. So all I can do is pray for them, man, you know. And they the ones who are mad at the black men, they need to make up their minds. Either they want us to be the kings that we are, or they don't, you know. One minute they talking about us, and then they just going below the belt and dogging us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they need to make up their mind, man. And like I said, if they love God and know God like they say they do, then they shouldn't have nothing to say. Because, you know, with me, yes, Donald Trump did a lot of stuff that's wrong. A lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And Kamala, we don't know what she's done wrong. She's just, like you said, giving us some fried chicken, giving us Obama where he's pointing his finger at us and stuff like that, trying to make us feel good, going into our black churches, talking about happy birthday to you. Didn't say not one thing about, oh, yes, I believe in Jesus as my Lord and Savior Christ. None of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. They getting back what they done put out.
Yeah, I like the way you mentioned. I like the way you said that because, it's more than it's. I think where they went wrong was, again, they rolled out all these celebrities because they think we don't have. They think we don't focus on real things. They think we just all about entertainment and food. And things that are just flash in the pan type stuff. So they went wrong. Not really. They never tried to address our issues. They never tried to address the main things that we really wanted. They talked about abortion rights, which is, come on, man. Black people are trying to have black people. See, here's the thing about that abortion right thing. That's not black people issue. That's people issue. Why do you think Trump pulled back Roe versus Wade? Because their white people, their numbers are getting low. They're damn near, you know, if they had kept going, I mean, like really though, their numbers are getting low, and they don't want to be out here as the minority. They really
Right.
want to remain in the majority status. So making their women have babies whether they want to or not.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yep.
that's the reason why they kept pushing that, but they also made it seem like it was something that black women should have jumped on board as well. And a lot of black women were like, no, we want to have our babies. We're not trying to kidnap.
Exactly.
We have a lot of sisters out here that like to go out and party, and then they make a few mistakes, and then, and then we have some that have a bad habit of, because abortion is murder, no matter how you call it. All right. No matter how you call it, you can't be out with babies. And so if these white women want to go out there and do that, they can do that. But our sisters, that's not our issue in so many words.
Right.
So they tried to make it seem like that. Then they also tried to make it seem like, well, black men, y'all just chauvinist pigs who don't want a woman telling you what to do. And that's nowhere near the case. Growing up in the black community, we all got Big Mama, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We all got Big Mama.
Exactly.
So Big Mama raised all her nieces, nieces and nephews, all her grandkids. Some of us have older sisters that we live with. Some of us have female bosses. Some guys let their women run them around. So it ain't about having a woman in charge. Like I said before, this is America. White Anglo-Saxon man, pure red-blooded white man, did not want that woman at the helm of the military. Yeah. They didn't want her. They didn't want her calling shots with the military. It had nothing to do with any of the stuff that they're trying to make it seem like. These white men did not want to see. I mean, if that was the case, Hillary Clinton would have won in 2016. Exactly. All right, and she was married to Bill Clinton, who did 8 years as president. So it's not about having a woman in charge, or like we don't want that. It's just all about making sure that they don't have a woman of any color calling shots over their military. You see what I'm saying? Right. So that's pretty much what that is, man. So I don't appreciate our sisters saying that it's our fault that we didn't get out there and galvanize and get behind Kamala Harris, because she never offered black people anything anyways. So, and that's what the Democratic Party been doing. They always come to us every 2 and 4 years talking about we'll do this and we'll do that. And then when we finally put them in office, they turn their back on us and go give everything to everybody else. Yep. So our sisters, they was really wrong for especially that one sister, man. I really don't appreciate her saying that police should gun us down more because Kamala Harris didn't win.
Man, you know what? Everybody got to be careful what they say, because I can remember one time, I don't want to say no names, but I can remember one time somebody wished that my whole family died, and their mother turned around the next day, was walking on the street and fell over dead. So people really gonna have to be careful what they speak. Yeah.
So that was really out of line. What's up, Mo?
Chilling, can't call it.
All right. Yeah, we were just talking about the first clip of how these sisters got on here mad in their feelings because Kamala Harris didn't win, and they said it was our fault. But here's the part I'm tripping out too. There's plenty of black women who didn't vote for her either. Where's the energy for them?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? There are plenty of women who were making it known online. It wasn't like they was saying this or doing this in secret. They were online on social media, on all the platforms, saying, I'm not fucking with her. I'm not voting for her. So where's the energy for them? Why is it see the black man get blamed for every damn thing?
Everything.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't even know how that's our fault. I don't even know how that's our fault. And it went wrong. Go ahead, Mark.
Oh, my bad. I was going to say the first thing that, they'll say was, oh, well, you're supposed to be the king. You're supposed to be the head of the household. Well, follow my freaking lead then. And
they don't want that. They talk that shit, but they don't mean it.
I know.
Yeah, they talk that, but they don't mean it, because as soon as you try to tell a black woman when she's wrong, try to correct her, then it turns into don't judge me and all that other shit, man. So that's some far left bullshit. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're gonna get into the next clip. As we all know, our brother Quincy Jones passed away, a musical icon and legend, who's man, his career spanned over 70 years. So this is one clip. It's not that long, but it's just called "When Hip Hop Sampled Quincy Jones," and we'll be right back.
This ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Scared to death and scared to look. They shook.
When you activate your hips and push your ass out, got a nickel wanting it so bad I'm about to pass out.
To be the soldier who never blows his composure, even though I hold the weight of the whole world on my shoulders.
Now in my younger days I used to sport a shag. When I went to school I carried lunch in the bag.
Yo, y'all can't stand right here. In his right hand was your man's worst nightmare. Loud enough to burst his right eardrum close range. The game is not only dangerous but it's most strange.
All right, yeah. So yeah, I just want to throw a little bit of music in there. Yeah, Quincy Jones, man. A lot of us, some of us ain't familiar with a lot of the stuff that he's done outside of the obvious stuff, but hip hop producers who dig in the crates, they know how, they know when they want something deep like that, they'll go dig in some Quincy Jones. So what y'all think about Quincy Jones passing away and his impact on music?
I feel like he got a good. I was just going to say, he just had a long, he had a great history, of course. It's a lot of things that he's done. And he going to be missed, you know what I'm saying? He got some things going on, too. I'm not going to say, but, you know what I'm saying? But his music, his catalog is undeniable, though. I will say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Go ahead, Mystery.
Yeah, man. Hey, I think that Ray Charles movie is Quincy Jones half because it kind of displays how Quincy got started, you know what I'm saying, from the Shy and all that. Yeah. And I love that, man. And just, he's a legend, a true legend, man. Regardless of, his past or, they said him and Mike was beefing at one time. That man still produced, you know what I'm saying? He produced, he gave us something, So, long live Quincy, man. And just like you said, he went as is. However, he probably made peace with the Lord before he left. We don't know that, but
we don't know.
Long live Quincy, man. He's a wonderful musician. A hell of an artist, man, with the albums that he put out, and then just to do magic with people that he worked with, you know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson, oh my gosh. I tried not to say his name, but anyway, man, working with somebody like that and producing magic with that oh my gosh.
Yeah.
A true living legend, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And truth be told, I don't know how some people may feel about me saying this, but Michael Jackson had been solo for a long time before he actually started working with Michael Jackson. It was maybe when he was younger during like right after, even during the Jackson 5 era, Michael Jackson was putting out solo albums and stuff like that. Yeah. But he hadn't really found his lane. So the Michael Jackson that we know now is because of Quincy Jones. It's because of Quincy Jones. Just like Usher, not to digress, but the Usher that we know now, it's because of Jermaine Dupri. Usher already had an album before My Way that was produced by Diddy. I mean, it was okay, but the Usher that we know now is because of Jermaine Dupri. So that goes to say that goes the same for Michael Jackson, and then for them to make the music that they made. I mean, goodness, man. I mean, wow, those sessions. I don't know. I just feel like the music industry took a big loss losing him. I mean, there are big names that that have passed on, but that one right there was like it's like a big gap. Now it's like a big. Then the thing is, there has even during his lifetime, no one was ever on Quincy Jones's level.
No.
No one would like, no one, they try to give Phil Spector that level of credential, but he was never on Quincy Jones level. Quincy Jones, his legacy is fucking longer than Train Smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then for him to have the type of jams that hip hop producers were digging into, a lot of hip hop classics like we just seen, Mobb Deep, Shook One sampled Quincy Jones. The Far Side, Passing Me By sampled Quincy. Even I did a song for a group back in early 2006, 2007. I sampled some Quincy Jones, and that shit. It just, I don't know, man. Quincy, he's gonna be hella missed. He's really gonna be hella missed. So shout out to our brother. And then I just found out he was worth $500 million when he died. So damn. Ooh. Yeah, so his kids, they write right about now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 500 million. Ooh.
Yeah, he was worth about 500 million when he passed on. So again, shouts out and rest in peace to our brother Quincy Jones. He is most definitely gonna be missed, man. Yeah. All right. So check out this one clip now. I had this clip loaded up for a minute. I just never put it on, but I'm gonna play it now. This is a guy doing some spoken word, but it's really deep. And y'all, I really want y'all opinion on this. Check this out.
My daughter asked me, "Daddy, why don't I look like you?" I said, "You look more like your mom, that's fine." She goes, "Yeah, but you and I don't look alike." And that made me curious, I ain't gonna lie. So later down the line, I took the test to find she wasn't mine. I go to my wife, I say, "Are you out your mind? You told her she was mine when you knew you were lying, so who's this she then?" Actually, I don't even want to know. Daughter comes running in, "Daddy, what's wrong?" I said, "Go to your room." She says, Daddy. I said, "Baby, move." She says, "Daddy." I said, "I'm not your daddy." Her face confused. The mom goes, "Baby, go to your room." "Why would you tell her that?" I said, "Why wouldn't you?" She said, Okay, I'm sorry for not telling you. When we met, I was about a month pregnant. I made a mistake, it's true, but it turned out you were an amazing dude. So no, you're not her daddy because you helped create her bloom, but you are her daddy because you raised her too." I stepped back. She stepped forward. I said, "Step back. You mean to tell me this whole time I was a stepdad? Not that anything's wrong with being a stepdad, but I'm sure you would get mad if you didn't expect that."
Whoa, who's Chad? All right, so a lot of situations like that have happened before. It's never happened to me, but I do know brothers who that has happened to. So I want y'all to elaborate on that. What do y'all think about that?
Hey man, I can relate to that, bro. That happened to me, man. That happened with me with my first son, with my son. I was in Atlanta, came back, man. And the thing what made me respect her is that she was honest about it. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want him to be fatherless, because the type of guy that I know that I am. And it hurt me, but at the same time, it was like a blessing for me. So kind of going past that, with it happening almost a second time, I left that person alone before it even got far enough.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? That was like a blow to me. Yeah. That really put a knife in my heart and just turned it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because at that time in my life, I wanted a biological child. But, with her stepping out, even though we was having our issues and I did my wrong or whatever, she stepped out, man, and went way below the belt for me. So I feel him on that. And before I got attached, only because I love kids, I had to separate myself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I have taken care of so many kids who wasn't mine. I had to separate myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead, Mo.
No, I was just gonna say that's basically the reason why now they have paternity fraud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of that shit goes on. So a lot of that shit, even with 18 years, on the 18th birthday, found out it wasn't his.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like Kanye West stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not saying Kanye West stuff, but people been talking about it a long time. You know, even back before, like, Even like before I was born, before a lot of us was born, people were still going through that right there in itself.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to court for that. Judge Judy for that. You are not the father for that.
Maury,
You know what
right?
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's been around, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just that's something that's a hard pill to swallow for anybody.
Oh yeah.
So that's what it is. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm a retract my statement. Actually, that did happen to me before. It happened with me when I was dating Robbie. Because for the first year when Mackenzie was born, I thought she was mine, and then my mom passed away in 2001. So after a week after coming back from my mom's funeral, I get that news. So that didn't help at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, for the longest, man, I thought Mackenzie was my daughter. And once I found out that she wasn't, yeah, I still love her to this day. She's grown. She's 24 now. So time has flown by, and we still keep in touch from time to time. But like you, Mark, I had to pull back. It was hard for me to do. It was hard for me to do, but I didn't want to be standing in the way of her real father, even though her and that dude had some issues at that time. He still wanted to be around his daughter. So I couldn't just I couldn't be bogus and be like, you know what? No, she's mine. I've been here the whole time. And situations like that do happen where dudes will damn near come to a blow over kids. But I didn't want to do nothing like that, man. I had to pull back and I had to fall back. But yeah, those situations, when women do that to men, I think that's some low down dirty you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like what Kurt was just quoting Kanye West, some women wait till their kid turns 18. So you don't have this man raise somebody else's kid for 18 years, and now you on some, or he had to find out the hard way. Even if she didn't confess to it, somehow he found out that kid was never his. But now he done invested 18 years of his life, his income, his time, doing holidays, everything, birthdays and all that shit. And now this, So I just wish that a lot of our women, or just women, period, would just be up front. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just be up front, man, because if that man is in a situation to raise that kid and you know it, be honest with him. Don't lie to him and say it's his, then he have to find out the hard way, because that creates regret. That creates regret. It's my sister checking in. Yeah, it's my sister checking in right quick. What's up, homegirl?
Oh yeah, what's up?
Yeah, my sister Tasha checking in. Yeah, but situations like that, man, that ain't cool, man, because a lot of brothers get attached to these kids, and picking them up from school, taking them school shopping and Christmas shopping, all that type of shit. And then you turn around and say, that ain't that kid ain't yours, man. That's a bunch of bullshit.
Man, that's hurtful, man.
Yeah, that is, man. All right, so I'm gonna play this other clip right quick, well, we'll talk about it. But check this out. Let me find it right quick. I just had it pulled up. Come on now, don't do me like that. I just had it. Okay, here we go. Bam.
Now it's time for Frequently Awkward Questions, the part of our show where our experts answer questions that you may be too afraid or embarrassed to ask. And tonight's question comes from a viewer in Graham. What can white people do as individuals to apologize or to try to make amends to people of color? The answer from Dr. Ibram X. Kendi, author of How to Be an Anti-Racist.
If there are individuals that you recognize that you've been racist towards and you would like to make amends and to apologize, you can just let them know. You should know that some of them may not want to hear your apology, and some of them may really appreciate it. You shouldn't put any expectation on that, but you should also be seeking to repair potentially any harm you brought. I think to Black people in general, I think to Black or brown or Native communities, you should focus on supporting the organizations that are fighting for the rights and lives, of these folks. That's the best way to really apologize.
If you have a question for our experts and you want to see it on an upcoming episode of Facing Race, just text FAQ to 206-448-4545.
All right, fellas. So, how can white people apologize to people of color, either collectively or individually? Now, I don't think it'd be a collective thing, but you got some people coming out feeling guilty and, they feeling bad. So, go ahead, fellas. Y'all elaborate on that.
Man, honestly, I don't think there is a way that they could. For one, you have this generation now, which they haven't experienced, I guess, being masters or telling black people what to do. And I mean, I get it. I try to put my feet in both people's shoes. And, I have met I actually have some white people that are my friends who I try to explain something to them, and they didn't understand it because of how they was raised or how they was taught.
Right.
And just like how we as black people see things, my white friends, they see it. Well, the people that I spoke with about it, they see it, they have seen it another way, but after I explained it, they understood.
Right. Okay.
So I hope I, said that right. But I mean, there's no way, there's not enough money to say, that might be a star for some or for most. But I mean, you still can't wipe out the things that happened in the past.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The best thing I think that they can do is accept the truth, acknowledge the truth, and try to make things better. I think that's better than any amount of money.
Right.
Any apologizing or anything like that. Because I mean, everything that happened. Now there is a group of it was some Christians on I want to say IG, and it was a pastor. It was a mixed church, but it was more of white people there. Mm-hmm. And the pastor was telling everybody, everybody needs to come down here at the altar, and we need to ask God for forgiveness because we have done wrong towards people of color for so many years. And we've been reading this Bible and we've been getting it wrong. Now, I should have saved it and sent it to you, but this was like sometimes this year that this happened.
Okay.
And everybody came down there like he was crying. He was like, God, forgive us. Please forgive us for whatever our ancestors did, for things that we said that we didn't even know that we were saying, So, I mean, I looked at that as like, hey, man, this pastor is really pouring out his heart because now he must have spoke to somebody who kind of explained to him why we feel the way we do at certain points and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I really don't. Apologies. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you ain't got to apologize to me because, like I said, I don't know how to take it. I just leave everything up to God, man. Whatever happens, happens.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Mo.
Oh man, it ain't much they can do really. They gotta redo their whole system. Meaning everything from the redlining to changing laws. That's what I would say.
Mm-hmm.
The money ain't gonna do nothing for you. It's the situation that you're in. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's talking to blatant racism.
Mm-hmm.
We need that. If you want to apologize, do away with systemic racism.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's the best way to show face.
Right.
So get rid of that. Systemic is way worse.
Yeah.
Because we already been set up in situations that put us in that already.
Yeah.
Where you live, where you came from, school, what you can afford, what you can't, what it's based on. It's all systematic. So yeah.
Yeah. Good point. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can apologize. You can apologize as much as you want, but words, I mean, let's be honest, man. We've been tricked by their words for the longest. So some people may do it because it may give them some type of they may feel it may get them personally off the hook. You see, so I get it, but here we are as a people, as a whole, going through what we're going through because of our ancestors transgressed against the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. We're paying for that. You see what I'm saying? So it don't matter if some white people say, well, I apologize, even though I didn't put you in slavery, or you see what I'm saying? You always get that from this generation and a few other people.
Yeah.
But you are your fathers. You are your fathers in so many words. So they're gonna have to pay for it anyways. It's like somebody said, if your grandfather invited you out to lunch and y'all go to this restaurant and he ordered up this big tab and y'all eating good and enjoy it, then he says, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom right quick, but he sneak out the back door, somebody gotta pay for that, right?
Yeah.
Same thing. So just because those people who actually committed the crimes, they are dead and gone, that don't mean you're off the hook. You see what I'm saying? And the thing with reparations, yeah, I mean, I'll take a check, but the thing is, we are owed everything. So it's a systemic thing. They got to kill the redlining. They got to unask the money. They got to unask the property, the land, everything. They got to pretty much unask this whole freaking world to us because they went all over the world, colonizing, stealing, killing. And let's not even talk about the innocent lives that were taken. You see what I'm saying? I've been seeing, they've been tripping about these so-called migrants coming here across the border. But who were the original illegal aliens? Huh? They didn't come over here in any diplomatic fashion and talk and discuss some things. They came over here and killed off 77 million of the indigenous people. Yeah. So it's still to this day, this land is still considered stolen property. So again, you can apologize all you want, but that's not gonna when it's all said and done, what is it still doing for me? You can apologize, but you can't. But the system, like Kurt said, the systematic end of it has to be dead and gone. And these people are still benefiting from the rape, slaughter, and theft that their ancestors committed.
Right.
So apology can only go so far. Apologies can only go so far. But yeah, man, it's more than that. And again, reparations is cool. You can break off some of us some money, but we still owe land. We still owe everything, dog. Our inventions have been stolen. I mean, this rabbit hole is a lot deeper than it is on the surface. So like, good point, Kurt. Yeah, it's a systemic thing because and there's a saying that goes, black people can't be racist because we don't have a racist system. We can't tell white people you can't move over here. We can't indoctrinate white kids with our black history when we go to the, you see what I'm saying? We've been going to white school with all these elementary schools, high schools, even some HBCUs were funded with white money. So we've been indoctrinated with their version of his story, not history, but his story. You know what I'm saying? So we've been indoctrinated with that. So come on, man. We're all grown men. How many of us apply for a job and you've seen a question on a job application that's asked you, when did Christopher Columbus discover America?
Yeah.
That's not on the application.
Exactly.
We cite the first 4 lines of the preamble. These things are not only applications, so they indoctrinate us with their false history. And I think that's a lot of the reason why a lot of us drop out of school, because that we don't jive with that. It's like it's something within us that, I mean, we're smart people. We want to learn, but we don't want to learn your crap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a systemic thing. The system It's the prison. The system is what's got us where we are right now.
Right.
Come on, man. Food prices.
Yeah.
Come on, $4. I mean, look at the Dollar General, bro. A carton of eggs is $4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, you know what? That would be a good
eggs at Kroger and shit. Go ahead.
Yeah. My bad. That would be a good thing too, man. You gave me an idea. If I had the time, like just go around and just ask random people, well, what do you think about Thanksgiving? You know, see what they say, and then say, oh, okay. Well, do you know the true meaning of it? And they be like, yeah, Christopher. But then I have my little book right there and say, well, look, this is what happened. And then get a reaction to see what they think about it or how they feel about it.
Right.
I think that'll be good, man, because a lot of people don't know what actually happened during Thanksgiving back in, Christopher Columbus days.
Yeah. A lot of people do. They just don't want to talk about it. That's the thing with a lot of these our white counterparts. They don't want to talk about it. That's the reason why they're so quick to tell us, "Oh, forget it, get over it." But they don't. But why they telling us to quickly get over our issues? They always remind us to never forget 9/11. You see what I'm saying? They always remind us to never forget the so-called Holocaust. So these are the things these are painful things that Black people are still dealing with today. Even with this election, we already know what's going to happen now. Have y'all not to digress, but have y'all seen the people he's been picking for his cabinet?
No, I've been hearing little bits and pieces about it.
Man, dude, the clown circus is the clown car pulled up and all the motherfuckers getting out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this it's gonna be crazy, man. So I just want everybody to strap up and strap up, both of them. Strap up and strap up. Cause you think Black people been through it. We about to go through it some more, man. So anyways, I didn't mean to digress, but white people they owe us a lot more than an apology. So and even though your forefathers and ancestors ain't here, somebody gotta pay that check. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gotta pay that bill. So that's that on there. I got one more clip and I want y'all to give me all opinion on it.
If I hit the lottery and get 100 million, my family gonna shout, "We won." But if I go bankrupt, they say, "You bankrupt." I am tired of having people in my life who want to reign with me, but don't want to go through no rain with me.
Short clip, but very powerful. What y'all think about that?
That's factual right there. That's real shit right there.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? That is all. That is everybody loves a winner. That is meet you at the finish line. That is laughing, the world laughs with you, crying, you cry alone. That is all of those. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it really is. And nobody wants to be there while you're building the castle, but they sure want to be the queen. You feel me?
Yes. Yeah.
So that's what it is.
Yeah. Go ahead, mister.
Man, if I had a microphone, I would drop it. That just spoke on the whole podcast.
Yeah.
He took us out with that. That was it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was powerful.
Yeah. And the thing is, man, we've all been through that.
Yes.
We've all been through that. And like
now, I was gonna say this real quick too.
Yeah.
That mostly pertains to men.
True. I agree.
So that's why I'm saying that, but that's what it is.
Yeah. So right quick, why are men being pushed to the back of the line? And I'm not just talking about Black men, but I'm seeing like every aspect of man, granddads, uncles, brothers, nephews. We're not getting any kind of respect. Is it because the feminist movement is really making some noise? What's going on right now, fellas?
Man, my opinion, it's a shortage of real men. You got a lot of men that's being gay now, if I can say that up here.
Yeah, you can say that.
And with them being feminine and playing that woman role and all this other stuff, and he, she, it, or however they say it, you know. And like you said, it's not just only black men, it's men, period, who is going to that other side of the fence. So that makes it like it's more women than there is men. Even the women who are gay, they still let that woman come out of them sometimes. I've seen plenty of studs who is shaking their butts on social media and talking about they want to be with their best friend who they hang with. So yeah, it's a shortage of real men. So that's why we getting pushed back to the back burner.
Okay, good answer. Good. Go ahead, Mo. What your perspective is on that?
I mean, basically put, I was telling people this. We are, unless you make yourself valuable, we're expendable. You see what I'm saying? Meaning, when it comes down to it, bro, everybody has a backup plan but a man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We're coming to the era where everybody the world is civilized to a certain degree. You know, we used to be revered for being brave and strong and hunters and everything under the sun, right?
Right.
But now we have it where the world is more civilized. It's not you go out and conquer the world no more and bring the spoils back to your home and your family and everything else. You see what I'm saying? So kind of I guess the how can you say it? The best qualities about being a man are not being utilized anymore.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like the natural role of a man is not being utilized no more.
Right.
Meaning, and being a man is not quote unquote as glamorous as it used to be. Oh, you're a man. You do this. You do that. Now it's whatever man can do, I can do.
Yeah.
So you telling me you used to love the fact that I was a man and I did this, and that, and now it's so you have the right where you can do it now, or the world thinks you can do it now. It's F us.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but you know what I think it really is though? I think it's a lot of them are jealous because they can't be us.
That too.
That's what you got to understand. I think, and I think some people don't like walking in the shadows of others. Excuse me. Some people don't like walking in the shadows of others. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people are out here wanting to, and I'm saying people and things, very sparingly, if you see what I'm saying. Because I already see where this is going. This is like real gender warish out here.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the whole thing, even with like the Kamala Harris thing and situation. And it's not even all men. I would say it's black men, hands down.
Right.
If we go a little bit deeper. The reason why I'm saying is because even with the voting, y'all know they try to drag them a little bit. But what I'm saying is Latino men. A lot of Latino men voted for Trump.
Yeah. Yeah.
But nobody said nothing about that. But a couple of, I ain't gonna lie, a couple of ladies have said something, like famous Spanish ladies. They've said some little things like, I can't believe you sided with Trump. He don't like us. The Democrats have played in our face for so long. You know what I'm saying? That's why. White women also voted for Trump, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Okay? The same dude who told you earlier he was gonna grab you by the crotch. You voted for him.
Yep.
See, and the thing about it is like, and I go back to what you just said. Being expendable. Men are the most expendable thing on the planet. I was talking about this earlier today. I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. Men are the most, remember back in the day when they used to have them wars, like back in the Paul Revere days.
Yeah.
They sent men to die and wasn't promised a thing. They made you walk in a straight line where people loaded muskets, and you were walking like a human shield for the guys loading to shoot behind you. You were sent to war to die. Think about it. You know, now it's like that was bravery and stuff now, but now it's like we're the send out. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Black dudes have always been, especially black men, we've always been the scapegoat. We've been blamed Jermaine for everything. For real.
Yeah, I agree.
So you have to think about it. With the birth of the individual, we're no longer needed. We weren't no longer needed when they introduced WIC and everything else under the sun.
Right.
The welfare, we weren't needed then.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? With the everything about going to college, so you don't need no man. You see what I'm saying? We was once needed. We ain't needed no more. That's how they feel. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like you built the civilization. Now that you made it so civilized, you can go that way, and I'm gonna do what I want to do now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't nothing. Everybody wants to be in everybody's lane. It ain't nothing that a man can do now to say, okay, I can provide for my family. Because first thing a woman gonna say is, I can do it too. I can do the same thing a man can do.
Yeah.
Well, what if you're trying to take away my value of my gender by doing everything I can do? Then what's the point?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what would you think? Look, this. Okay, let's look at it in reverse. Okay, I know this sounds weird, but you'll see what I'm saying. What about if dudes could get pregnant? Then all of a sudden, we don't need women for nothing no more, because at the end of the day, you've taken away the elements of what it means for you to actually have. Women are now freezing their eggs and getting sperm donors. So you're taking men off the table all the way around the board.
Yeah.
You don't want to marry men, but you want kids.
Right.
You're taking men all, away from all around the board. You're trying to take men out of the equation. You don't need us for survival. The only time they claim they need a man is to protect them when everybody get their ass beat. For real.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to be funny.
Yeah.
And then some of them so crazy nowadays, they want to carry guns because ain't no dude gonna talk crazy to me. Yeah, what you gonna do? So you gonna pow him, right? Okay, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So in every aspect, they're trying to get rid of the normal guy. You see what I'm saying? What I mean by when I say go your own way is they still want you to change the oil. They still want you to take out the trash. They still want you to do all the things that a man would do. For them or not for them. They expect you to do it, but we don't need you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, without a man, that grease trap at your favorite restaurant would taste terrible. I ain't never seen no girl just get in there and say, I'm gonna take down the grease trap and I'm gonna change the grease and everything. Well,
yeah.
Well,
right.
that's I'm like, you ever seen The World's Dirtiest Jobs, like the TV show?
Yeah.
I ain't seen no women in there.
Me either.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it's time to work on them oil rigs underwater, I don't see no women signing up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It might be women at waste management, but it ain't that much.
True.
And the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is you don't see them going into the sectors that it would take to get rid of us.
Right.
You going in the
right. They going in the sports and the military
and everything else. You don't go up under you know what I'm saying, stuff that could kill you. Because that's not you don't feel that's your job, or you'll let a guy do it. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say we're expendable out here, y'all. You have to, as a man, you have to value yourself first. And reason why I say it's a lot of things we wasn't taught, y'all, for real. And I'm gonna keep driving this message home forever. They try to tell us what a real man is. You're a real man if you do this. You're a real. All that shit is like damn near like peer pressure, for real.
Yeah.
Oh, if you was a real homie, if you was a real friend, if you was a real G, you would do this. Really?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You're right.
And the truth about it, like they try to say, black men, they don't know how to treat black women, or they don't know how to treat any woman. That's a lie.
True.
Problem is that your mama taught you how to respect her from a young age.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first woman you respected. So respect for a black woman is always going to be there. But the thing about it is, our mothers never taught us who to be the gentleman for at what time period in our life.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of us go out here trying to treat every girl like a gentleman until you got walked over enough to know you can't treat every woman like that.
Yeah.
And that's why men came up with the phrase, treat them like you meet them.
It's crazy.
Think about it. You ain't ever heard treat them like you meet them?
No, but it sounds.
Nah, that's real.
It
That's
sounds
real
right,
though. But that's real though.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You know, the chances. You see what I'm saying? The chances for you know, for us are different, and it goes way back, because the same way that we can be looked at as being less than average, but you can go to a same man of a different race, and he has the same thing we got, but now you're revered like you got to step up if you was able to grab that person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Meaning, I could be chilling, and it's crazy out here. I could be cold chilling, right? And a black girl probably be cool. Okay, he cool. But guess what? Even if I was white and had the same shit, you'd think you winning.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's crazy to me.
That's the attitude right now.
Yeah. You know, because nowadays, you know, they were like, we don't date outside our race. I mean, go ahead. No offense. They don't want you either. Not like it. You know what I'm saying? You know, people are. It's sad because most everybody is race loyal. That's why when we were talking about the racism thing, to be honest, that don't even matter to me no more. I don't care if you don't like black people, whoever color you is, because we do the same thing for real.
Yeah,
because it's about where you at in the world. Now, say for instance, you know, you might be whatever seen as that in the world public eye, but y'all know in the hood we be the same way. You know, you can't have a white guy named Mark in the hood. You know why? Because they're gonna call him white boy Mark. You feel me? They're not gonna let him just be Mark or just be Daniel or just be whatever. As black people, we gonna put, man, you know, you say let's say Stephanie. What you mean, Stephanie? Or white girl Stephanie? Why it's gotta be just because she in the hood, she white girl Stephanie all of a sudden. You feel me?
Yeah.
She can't have her regular name. You see what I'm saying?
True that.
You know, but it doesn't happen like that in the world. What you mean? You want Charles? No, I want black boy Charles. What? You don't hear that. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we do it too in our own way, is what I'm saying. You know, it's just like, and I wouldn't even say it's more race. I would say it's more like a tribe type thing, tribal. You know, because even if you took away the race, they would still do that. You see what I'm saying? They still would do that based on wherever you from or whatever you know, the minority of the people.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna call out your minority or that you're different from everybody.
Yeah.
But I'll just land the plane there, y'all. But that you know, it's a million examples that I can. I'm very pro man. You know, I hate to see people. I hate to see men. And I always say this, man. I'm gonna keep saying this. I hate to see men. You know, not get that right. Okay, that's another thing. Real quick, y'all got me thinking about a lot of stuff. Okay, let me sit up a little bit. The rite of passage. We are at a unique time right now, and what I mean by the rite of passage, real quick, is when I was younger, they taught you to respect your elders, or don't be in a rush, young man, because you're gonna have your time when you become an old man, right? You know how you used to be like, respect your elders, and you couldn't wait to be a certain age because this and that was supposed to happen. We're in a very unique time. We're at a time where ain't none of that no more. Okay? Reason why I say that, because me being a 45-year-old man, I used to remember when I used to have to respect my elders. Now, when we got old and now we supposed to get the respect that we gave, it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
You know, most guys would think that they would be married in their late 30s, early 40s with a family going through life. It's not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that we waited for, the proper steps are not there no more. So the rite of passage that you would be waiting on when you turn a certain age, what are you waiting for now? It's not, nothing's promised to us anymore. Nothing is going by the book or by structure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So why in a world that isn't going by structure, would they expect you as a man or any kind of man to still want to deal with the ways of the old and structure? Because the opposite sex, which are the women, are not dealing with the way of old and structure.
Yep. Yep.
So
let's go ahead and wrap this up. So anything y'all want to say before we go?
Nah, I'm cool, and you know what I'm saying. It's been a hectic work week, man. It's real crazy right now.
For sure. Anything you want to say before we go, Mark?
Man, just like, subscribe, share, tell a friend. Hey, man, Back and Forth Podcast, man. We popping.
Mm-hmm.
All right, for sure. And again, don't forget to check us out. We're on an every 2 week schedule. So 2 weeks from now, we will be back with show 102. See you guys in 2 weeks, 2 and 2. Peace, y'all.
Yo, welcome to the Back and Forth. We all over East, West, South, and North. We're on YouTube every Wednesday at 8:30. We keep it clean with a little dirty. I'm Dollar Bill and I am your host. With mystery and get low, we rock the most. It's the Back and Forth. 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 Yo, welcome to the Back and Forth. We all over East, West, South, and North. We're on YouTube every Wednesday at 8:30. We keep it clean with a little dirty. I'm Dollar Bill and I am your host. With mystery and get low, we rock the most. It's the Back and Forth. 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 It's the Back and Forth.
Sorry about that, y'all. This new thing keeps tripping.
Nah, you good, bro.
Hey, Dollar.
Hold on, give me a second.
Do I got time to jump out and come back in real quick? Because I think I know what I did with my phone and the roadcaster.